They ignored the fact that you got chartered flights because of this girl. They ignored the fact that ratings were going through the roof because of this girl. Instead, they resented it because they said, yo, we were doing stuff long before Caitlin Clark got here, and y'all wasn't paying attention then. But now the young white girl comes along, and y'all want to sit up there and shower all of this praise and all of this attention that was earned before she ever came along. The resentment is understandable, but it's not about Caitlin Clark. It's about what she represents. My point is, grow up.
They ignore the fact that Caitlin Clark brought charter flights to the WNBA. They ignore that ratings were breaking records because of her. Instead, some players resented it, saying, "We were doing this before Caitlin got here." But this was never about her. It's about what she represents. As Stephen A. said, grow up. The league finally had its golden goose and somehow treated her like a regular bird.
The Indiana Fever announced that star Caitlin Clark will be out at least 2 weeks with a left quad strain. Clark reported some pain in her leg Saturday after the team's loss to the New York Liberty. She subsequently underwent an MRI and was diagnosed with the strain on Monday.
Just when it looked like the WNBA was ready to ride the Caitlin Clark rocket ship to relevance, they tripped over their own shoelaces. The league's one-woman ratings machine just landed on the injury list. The Fever announced Clark will miss at least 2 weeks with a quad strain, and suddenly, basketball fans are in full meltdown mode.
Clark was the WNBA's Rookie of the Year last season and a first-team All-WNBA selection. So far, she's averaging 19 points and the league-leading 9.3 assists through 4 games this season. I could give a damn about that last one. I don't care about her leading the league in assists. I don't care about the points that she's averaging because I already know that the young lady can ball. She is special. What I'm interested in is what somebody tweeted me and asked about earlier today that I want to show you right now. Put this tweet up, please, so our audience can see it here. At 4th Gen Bucci, B-U-C-C-I, right? Stephen A. Smith, can the WNBA keep itself afloat while CC, as in Caitlin Clark, is out?
Stephen A. Smith didn't just comment on Caitlin's injury. He detonated. He called out the WNBA bullies, the commissioner, and especially Angel Reese. His message was loud and clear. Stop pretending Caitlin Clark isn't the reason your checks are clearing. And honestly, he's right.
Unfortunately, though, the celebration in the WNBA, it was cut short yesterday afternoon as WNBA players learned the harsh lesson: be careful what you wish for. Headline at the New York Post: Caitlin Clark sidelined with Indiana Felines announcing shock injury. Keyword: shock. This injury was shocking, but not for reasons that you may think.
Let's look at the numbers. Indiana Fever led the league in attendance. Over 17,000 fans at home and 15,000 on the road. For teams even moved games to bigger arenas when Clark came to town. That's not a coincidence. That's Caitlin Clark. The golden goose is real and the stats prove it.
Fanatics also reported a 100% increase in sales for WNBA-specific merchandise. It started with Caitlin Clark. And so now that we know all of this, and we've known that for months, now we get to turn around and look and see what exactly is it that the league will do knowing that she's out for the next 2 weeks. I'm not saying I know for sure what's going to happen, but I have an idea.
When Caitlin Clark plays, the WNBA averages over 1.1 million viewers. When she doesn't, barely 394,000. That's not a dip, it's a free fall. And yet, some players still act confused about why she gets the spotlight. Maybe it's because people actually want to watch her.
Thanks to Clark, Indiana led the league in attendance both at home and on the road. The Fever averaged 17,035 fans at home and over 15,000 on the road. 4 teams moved home games to bigger arenas when Indiana came to town to accommodate more fans. That's about Caitlin Clark. How do we know this? Attendance for the entire league was up nearly 50% last year. According to data from across the timeline, and Indiana led all teams with an average attendance of 17,035. That was up 319% from the year earlier.
Stephen A. Smith has been waiting months to say, "I told you so." He's seen the jealousy, the side eyes, and the league's fear of admitting Caitlin is the main event. Now, with her sideline, he's ready to remind everyone what happens when you downplay your biggest star.
We'll find out. We don't know yet, but I'm going to be really, really interested in seeing, Molly, what kind of effect this has on the WNBA's ratings. Because if for some reason there is a precipitous drop-off, then everybody needs to stand down and recognize the fact that the speculation or the assertions and assumptions about her being the golden goose is validated.
From day one, Caitlin Clark changed everything. Her debut drew 2.7 million viewers, the highest WNBA game ever on ESPN. That wasn't hype, that was history. But instead of celebrating her, the league acted like her success was some kind of inconvenience. Unreal.
You asked me about Caitlin. If you're going to break a record, to me, if it's legitimate, you have to break that record in the same amount of time that that player set it.
Okay.
Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year, and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
Now that she's injured, ticket sales are crashing, viewership's nosediving, and those arenas that upgraded for Clark's games, half empty. The same players who resent her success are now realizing she was a reason fans showed up in the first place.
I noticed when you're asking about Caitlin a lot, you bring up other rookies as well.
No league's ever about one player. That player could get hurt or whatever. So I think it's just to give recognition that in sports, people watch for compelling content and rivalries. And you can't do that alone as one person.
And let's not forget why this happened. Clark's been taking brutal hits all season. Hard fouls, elbows, borderline assaults. The league looked the other way. No protection, no accountability. Now their biggest star is injured, and Stephen A. is screaming, "I told you so."
Became the first rookie with at least 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in a playoff game. That was Caitlin Clark. Became the 4th different rookie to play all 40 minutes in a playoff game. That was her. I'm looking at other things. 6 different league television partners. This is last year. This is last season, because this is Caitlin Clark that we're talking about. 6 different league television partners set viewership records that year, her rookie year, for its highest viewed WNBA game. Do you know every one of those games included the Indiana Fever?
Even with all the setbacks, Caitlin Clark's numbers were unreal. 19 points per game, league leader in assists, rookie of the year, all WNBA first team. She wasn't just performing. She was revolutionizing women's basketball. Now she's gone, and so is the momentum.